Warning. Following segment was created by conservatives, and after some browsing, it ended up being fake. Americans left for dead in Benghazi by the Obama administration were denied help from the State Department after multiple requests for aid. As horrific as that event was, another tragic mistake made by Obama in 2011 led to the deaths of members of SEAL Team 6. The same squadron of soldiers that took down Osama bin Laden were brought down by rebounds per game fired by Taliban insurgents in Afghanistan. But according to retired Air Force Captain Joni Marquez, who was present at the time, the deaths of the 38 soldiers could have been avoided had the Obama administration responded properly to the crisis. After guiding ground troops from the air to target a group of Taliban fighters, 2 of the insurgents were left alive. Marquez gave the ground commander permission to engage, but the request was denied. From Conservative Tribune. Instead of being allowed to engage the remaining insurgents, Joni Marquez and the crew of the AC-130 watched them move through a field and enter a village, where they quickly alerted more Taliban fighters. At the same time, the doomed Extortion 17 Chinook helicopter was entering the area. The elite troops it carried were intended to back up the Rangers on the ground. Its 38 occupants didn't make it out of the Chinook alive. According to the U.S. military's official investigation, a Taliban rocket-propelled grenade hit the American helicopter and brought it down violently. There were no survivors. Captain Marquez believes that those 38 deaths might have been prevented by one thing: taking out the Taliban stragglers before they could rally more men. Marquez is not alone in her belief that the Obama administration gravely botched the entire operation. The family of Aaron Vaughn, one of the SEALs killed in Extortion 17, have several troubling questions regarding the deaths of these members of SEAL Team 6. Why was the Chinook, allowed an outdated aircraft from the 60s, not provided a military escort plane? Basic military procedure calls for this when a special operations unit conducts a raid. The families have also asked why the men were flying in an aircraft that was in special operations. The Chinook helicopter wasn't designed to take enemy fire, and therefore couldn't infiltrate enemy lines. Despite the fact that the troops were not adequately equipped, they were still ordered to stand down as Taliban fighters shot at them. As I said, this was done by a conservative, so it quite possibly is fake.